Hello everyone. I'd like to share an idea with you about how to leverage the power of technology as an efficient and effective tool for learning. I like to call this using technology to construct knowledge. It's a way to help you teach above the line. No one would argue that teachers have a crowded plate. If you think of our one-to-one iPad initiative as just another thing you need to teach the students, one more thing to add on to our already crowded plate, that might seem overwhelming. But if you think of technology not as a subject, but as a tool, you'll be able to find ways to use that tool to help you compact the crowded plate and actually pull things together. Let's take a look at a traditional research project. Teachers assign the topic. Research is driven by worksheets with correct answers usually. Students record their answers on a worksheet or some other type of paper. Then they write a paper. Students create a tech project after that, and then they take turns presenting that tech project to everyone in the class. With the organization and structure like this, actually all the learning is being done by the time the students write the paper. So the tech project is something that's added on. It's something extra for students to do, and there isn't really any learning value there. Spending time having students take turns presenting to others in the classroom can eat up valuable instructional time. Students aren't actively engaged in the learning at that point. They're just observers. It's hard to tell if students in the audience are even paying attention to those presentations. Generally, these projects turn out to be cookbook type projects. The teacher tells students what to do, and they do it, and all the projects look pretty similar. Now, if you think about technology as a tool for learning, not a learning outcome, then this poster makes a lot of sense. We don't need to teach students how to create Wordles or how to produce videos or how to make Prezis or Google Slides. What we do need is in this column over here. The result of making a Prezi could raise awareness. The right answers reflect 21st century learning skills, and the wrong answers over here are only valid if we think of technology as a subject. But technology is a tool, not a learning outcome. The problem with a traditional research project like the one I shared earlier is that technology is a tool for learning, not an add-on at the end of a unit. And while you might think students like to use technology, I often hear them complain when they have to do a technology project after they've written a paper. That's just too much work for one topic, and it's too time-consuming. Let's consider a new type of research-based learning project. Teachers can take the time to write a complex standards-based essential question to drive the learning. A well-written standards-based essential question can definitely address many standards because it's complex and it will require students to create something original. Depending on the technology project you design, a project rubric or even a script could serve as a guideline for students. So then students would engage in the learning process by using the technology to do the research and to create something original to demonstrate their learning. They can research through images, video, Google Earth, and many of the other learning tools that we have. That helps ensure that all students in the classroom can be successful because it addresses their diverse learning needs. In this type of research, students are creating as they learn. The project is what drives the learning, and they're constructing knowledge as they're doing the research to create the project. It's much more efficient, it's much more engaging, and students actually need to learn what they're researching instead of just copying down the answers and popping them in a worksheet and then writing a paper about it. When the projects are completed, an efficient thing to do is to publish them or share them electronically with a larger audience to avoid that scenario where one student stands in front of the classroom and shares the project. This still does give them the opportunity to develop their presentation skills. And if you actually have students do what I'm doing and create a screencast, they're going to do it better and rehearse more than if they just had to stand in front of the class and answer questions and share their project. If you require all students in the classroom to view the presentations and comment or provide feedback or find answers, then that gives you one more opportunity for the learning. Now, these types of projects don't all look the same. They're very original because it's a student-driven project. And I know I've shared these resources before with everyone, but if you're looking for tools and resources to make this happen, I've broken this down into some different components for all student success. They need to find information, understand information, use information, and write or create. If you're interested in seeing these tools, I'd be happy to share them with you. Thanks for considering this new way to do a research-based student-driven project and leverage the power of technology as an efficient tool for teaching and learning.